Tonight I'm off somewhere special, an unconventional theatre experience that unfolds over 4 floors of a central London venue, a show that invites you to actually become part of the production. Bad things happen, just like in the papers. I'd been assigned to find out who this guy was. There were no clues. Except for this theatre company that set up shop at Old Temple Studios, I had a hunch. The city screamed with anguish, and upon entering, all my senses screamed to be careful. Like, why the mask? This was going to be no ordinary night. What was the story behind the drowned man? Upon entering, I was encouraged to roam on my own. But it soon became clear that I'd been enticed into a gigantic, mind-altering labyrinth. And behind every mystery, there's a woman waiting at a bar. You know why I'm here, Maxine? What's the story of the drowned man? And how long did it take to get all this off the ground?
It was a pretty quick turnaround, so all in all it took us about 6 months. There are 133 rooms, it's 200,000 square feet. It took 420 people to create the production.
How would you describe this type of theatre? What is it people are experiencing here?
Well, this certainly isn't a play. It's an exciting time in theatre because I think audiences want something other than stages. They want a sense of an event. This work is particularly unusual because it really places the audience in the middle of the experience.
Every part of the set, it seems so detailed, it almost has its own character in the production.
The main ideas for the set design came from a novel called The Day of the Locust by Nathaniel West, which really details kind of fading Hollywood. And the novel's based in the 30s, but the show is set in the 60s. So we get the fading glamour of the studio system and film sets, and then we get the outside of Hollywood. There's poverty and there's a sort of sense of trailer park, and then these characters that hang around the gates of the studio looking for their slice of fame.
And so why do the audience have to wear these white masks?
It allows the audience to be anonymous, so that allows them to be more confident, to sometimes misbehave a little bit. You open a drawer, you can read a letter, you can lie on a bed, you can smell some herbs, you can drink a shot of whiskey. The audience actually become characters.
As I explored, I crossed paths with characters racing around the landscape. I had the chance to follow them, so I did. Well, so far this has been a very weird, a very wonderful experience. You're kind of whisked between all these different worlds, seeing movie plots happening, people getting killed on the set, people running away suddenly, and you have to make decisions really quickly. But there's always a new character that comes in. We need to talk. What's it like being part of all this?
It's kind of an amazing show to work on, and everything's a stage, no matter what you're doing.
And is there any order to all of this? I mean, how does the audience get their head around it?
We have a set of 12 scenes that we perform, but the audience are free to kind of experience those scenes in whatever order they want to.
So what's it like then, when you can be interrupted at any moment?
Yeah, the audience are really unrehearsed. So you come in and you expect them to do a dance somewhere, and then there's someone standing there, so you figure out a way around it. My real advice is to go on your own. I really encourage people to follow who they find interesting.
You can't even comprehend what everyone's doing.
It's very immersive. I still don't feel like I saw it all.
I described it probably the ultimate 3D movie, and I've come away from there still thinking about it now, and I probably will be for the next couple of days.
Curiosity is key. The more you explore, the richer the experience. I had only scratched the surface of what lay behind the story of the drowned man. Coming here was like recalling a traumatic event that haunts you at every turn, hard for the conscious mind to forget.
Oh, I'm desperate to go and see that.